Hey everyone, this is Rob over here at Bunebape and hope you're having an amazing day. Today I'll be bringing you all another old school RuneScape video, and this time it's going to be on the update for this week. There's quite a lot of good news, so I figured I'd just throw it all into a video to wrap it up real quick, just to keep everyone up to date. So in this video we're going to be talking about all of the Tomb of Amascut rewards as well as Nex, the new boss in the God Wars dungeons. On top of that, we're going to talk about a couple of the new features that are going to be coming to the Steam client. Lastly, we'll be going over the little event that they're going to be having for Halloween, how you can participate in that, and what type of rewards you can expect to get. So with that being said, if you do enjoy the video or it does help you out, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as I really do appreciate it and it does help our channel get noticed. And with that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So like I said, the very first thing that I wanted to touch on is probably the most exciting thing, and it's going to be the Nex as well as the Tomb of Amascut rewards. Now recently, as in just a few days ago, they did release what are going to be the Nex rewards, being the Ancient God Sword, Zerite Bow, as well as the Zerite Braces, and a bunch of the Virtus gear. So all of these items looked and sounded really cool, but we didn't really know how good they actually were because a lot of them are interesting and niche. So now you can actually go try them. They're going to be on the beta worlds. The beta worlds should be open worlds 401, 405, 408, 409, and 412 for each of the regions respectively. So if you are looking to try out some of these new weapons that are going to be coming from Nex and the God Wars Dungeons boss, then jump over there and you can try them out for yourself. On top of that, there have been tests and betas for the Tombs of Amascut rewards in the past, but they actually are allowing you to try them out again. So if you missed out last time, or if there's maybe something you want to try in particular, maybe using the Tomb of Amascut rewards in combination with the Nex rewards to really see what you can conjure up as far as like weird combinations, then you can go over there and try them out. And I think that'll be a really interesting, I think this could be a really cool opportunity to try out a bunch of the new weapons and items together, because you have the low life set along with the new mage set, and also the Heka of Tumekin, which is the wand that has the weird 3 attacks and then 1 heavy attacks, and of course the new Ancient God Sword from the Nex rewards. So it'll be really interesting, not just to see all of these items and see if they're good at all or if you enjoy using them, but just to see if you can find an interesting combination that could work for like really niche situations or bosses. So next up we have the Milestone 3 client features, and these are going to be all the client features that they've been slowly adding into the Steam client. And I think if most people know by now, but if you don't, they're going to slowly be adding all of these new features to the Steam client, as that is their C++ client, and moving away from their current client that they have on desktop. Once they do find that it works really well over on Steam, they are going to move it over to mobile and then desktop. So you're not going to see these features for quite some time unless you are using something like RuneLite on the desktop, because a lot of these items and features, they're actually pulling from RuneLite, and they even said so themselves. They are working together with the creator of RuneLite in order to make this possible. So if you do not have access to Steam or don't want to use Steam, then that's totally fine. Just you can use RuneLite for the time being. But these features look really, really nice. So a few of the features that they added this time around are going to be the XP tracker. So this is the first edition of the side panel. Anyone that knows or has used RuneLite in the past knows that the side panel is actually a really big part of it. This will allow you to go through and have all of your XP trackers listed on the right side. So if you went through and trained every single skill, it'll all be there on the right side, all in a really nice format, easy for you to see. And of course, if you want to see any of these pictures, maybe I go through them too quickly, then you can jump down to the comments, or to the description rather, and I will have the link for the full patch notes down there if you want to read through every single line. As far as the next thing goes, they actually have the wood cutting and mining helper. This simply gives you a short timer for whenever you do mine or cut wood. It'll show you the timer for when that particular material is going to rejuvenate and come back, so you can either cut that tree again or mine that vein again. So this is really nice. It just makes it so that it's a little bit easier to see whenever you need to pay attention to the game again. The next thing is going to be a Slayer helper. Now this is probably the least interesting of any of these changes, because I don't really think you need it. In my opinion, I've never needed one. You kind of just use the enchanted gem or your Slayer helm for the most part, as this pretty much just tells you what mob you're killing for the Slayer task, as well as how many you've killed and how many you have left. So it is kind of nice and helpful, but probably the least interesting of all of these if I had to pick. As for the next one, this next one is actually pretty nice. It is a logout notifier. So this is something I really rely on RuneLite to tell me about. And it's actually whenever you have been idle for too long, or if your character is about to log out, it'll make a actual Windows notification pop up in the bottom right and let you know that you're actually about to log out. You should probably stay logged in if you're doing AFK stuff. This is a really great option to have, because if you are AFK for too long, like if you're woodcutting for too long, I've actually hit the idle notifier and almost been logged out just from woodcutting. So if you're doing something super AFK like that, or amethyst mining, then this is a really nice option that you have now. Moving on to the Halloween event. So this Halloween event is pretty cool. You get to help out the local monks. They're about to be bought out by Oziak, the essential like oil baron of the lands, I guess. And he, for some reason, wants to buy out a monk's monastery, and you have to thwart his plan. So I'm not going to go too much into detail on that, but I am going to be talking about the rewards in a second. So if you don't want to be spoiled on that as well, then maybe just skip to the end of the video. Of course, timestamps are going to be down below. So whenever you do finish this quest, you are going to get rewarded with actually a absolute ton of items. As you can see here, I have all of the items that you're going to get rewarded with after you do finish the quest, and it is pretty cool actually. So I'm wearing the It costume, the clown costume, but they also give you this reversible, that's actually really cool. They give you a reversible sweater, and they also give you the headless head. So some really awesome items actually. And then of course, you can go full Jason if you want with the mask and everything. And of course, you have the classic pumpkin lantern to make yourself just not as scary. Of course, you can go through and just wear the simple spooky ghost outfit, and that's pretty cool as well. They have quite a few options, as you can see, just a ton of stuff. And then you'll know what to do with the quest. You get a saucepan hat, as well as a few other things. This also gives you tons of access to things that you can buy from Diango. And also, as you can see here, you unlock the Deathly Mansion wall kit for your player-owned house. So this is actually a really stocked up reward set for this little event here. So it doesn't take longer than 20 minutes. I messed up a bunch of times and it took me 30 minutes. So as long as you're not me, then you're definitely going to be able to do this event pretty quick. And as you can see, you can buy a bunch of stuff, the scythe. So a lot of really cool items that you can buy from Diango after you finish this. And this is actually really fun. So overall, I thought this was a really cool quest, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny, and I had a good time overall. So shout out to Mod Havoc. I think he's the one that worked on this in particular, and I think it did a really good job, especially since it wasn't a big crazy event like they've had in years past, but it was a pretty fun event, and I did enjoy it. So thanks for that, and that's going to be about it for this week's notes. So not too much going on. Of course, if you have a interest, there is a sneak peek for the anniversary book. So it is going to be shipped all over the world soon. So I think if you are interested in that, you can go check out the link below, like I said, for anything that I mentioned in this video, and that'll have much more information down there. So thanks again for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed it, and hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all very soon.